I lived in the car for 50 days. I'd go to the grocery store, I'd get a loaf of bread, I'd get peanut butter, I'd get honey, and that's what I would eat every single day. It's 2013, I'm living in Park City, Utah. I work at the Montage Deer Valley. Picture this 5-star resort way up in the mountains. It's like 1 million square feet. The ultimate ski destination. Fresh out of college, I'm ready to tackle on the world, ready to prove myself. I'm good at my job, I'm a go-getter. I work as an administrative assistant and I make $17 an hour. I've been here for about 18 months. I find out one day, this is very spur of the moment, that one of the guys I work with directly is getting paid more than me. Now, since day one, I've been constantly taking projects off his workload because he can't finish them, and my bosses know that I can. So when I find out that he's being paid more than me, in typical millennial fashion, that's an injustice, and I need to do something about it. So this is spur of the moment. I find out this day, same day, I walk into my boss's office, and I put in my 2 weeks notice. I'm assuming, being the egotistical individual that I was, that I'm irreplaceable. I'm way too valuable. When I walk in, I give my notice, instantly he's gonna give me a raise and life's gonna be fair. He looks up at me and he says, "Awesome, man. Thank you so much for all your hard work. We really appreciate you. If there's anything you need in the future, let us know." And fast forward 2 weeks later, I didn't have a job. I couldn't pay my rent, so I had to move out. So being the bright 23-year-old I was at this time, I decide that I am going to pursue YouTube full time. I have 200 subscribers and I'm gonna become a full-time YouTuber. I packed up my 2002 Audi TT and I drove from Park City, Utah down to Beverly Hills, California. This is my plan. I'm gonna live out of my car and every single day I'm gonna walk around searching for rare supercars and I'm gonna film them and post it onto my YouTube channel. But I was so embarrassed, because I couldn't shower, I couldn't brush my teeth. It was pretty embarrassing and I didn't really want the whole world to know about it. I'd walk around Beverly Hills for 12 hours just filming cars. So car spotting is the act of, finding random cool cars, and in my case, filming them and posting it up to my YouTube channel. So that's what I did. I'd walk around Beverly Hills for 12 hours a day, and then I'd go to the McDonald's afterward. I couldn't afford McDonald's, but I would use their free Wi-Fi to upload my videos. I probably had less than $1,000 in my bank account. Must have been making anywhere from $5 to $7 on YouTube AdSense. One night I'm walking out of McDonald's, out to my Audi TT after uploading a video, and the car won't start. I sit there for maybe 5-10 seconds, try to crank it again, car won't start. I sit there for 30 minutes, crank it again, car won't start. It's not a battery issue. I wish it was a battery issue, that would have been easy. The car needed a new fuel pump. Now it's 11 o'clock, midnight, and my car is broken down. I have no money, I have less than $1,000 in my bank account, and I have nowhere to go, I have no one to call, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I sleep in the car that night outside McDonald's on Santa Monica Boulevard, wake up in the morning, call Audi Santa Monica, they quote me a new fuel pump is gonna be $1,200. I remember that first night sleeping in my dead Audi at 4 a.m. and just losing control of my emotions. I was so mad, I hated myself, and I couldn't stop telling myself what a loser and what a failure I was. And I knew somehow, some way, I was gonna get out of this situation myself. I ordered a new fuel pump online. Obviously I couldn't afford expedited shipping, so it took 8 days before I could get the fuel pump. But because of where my car was parked on Santa Monica Boulevard outside McDonald's, I was parked illegally, and surely I would get a parking ticket eventually. So I would have to push the car around by myself, usually at odd hours in the middle of the night from parking space to parking space, just waiting for this fuel pump to arrive. 8 days later, it finally arrived. I had to take a bus ride 3 hours into downtown Los Angeles because when you're living in your car, you can't ship a fuel pump to the 2002 Audi TT on Santa Monica Boulevard. They don't do that. So I had to take this bus ride to the UPS depot to pick it up. I remember getting back to my Audi TT and I was like a surgeon. I changed that fuel pump. It took maybe 45 minutes. I had a screwdriver and a hammer. And I remember getting ready to crank the car, and I was like so nervous because if the car didn't start, I didn't know what I was gonna do. It started. I like, even to this, like, I have never been so excited in my entire life. Eventually, I got another job back home in Bend, Oregon, night auditor working for a fancy hotel once again. I worked 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., so I worked the graveyard shift. I didn't work with anybody. I was just super, super lonely. I had no friends, no social life. I hated it. I hated myself even more. It was more miserable than when I was living in my car, because at least when I was living in my car, like, I was pursuing a dream, whereas now I had failed. I wasn't making any money at this point, $14 an hour, yet I would save up as much as I could, and every single vacation day earned, I would use to travel to grow my YouTube channel. The Gumball 3000 was in Miami, Florida. They were driving to New York City. You know, I saved up enough money for airfare, for a rental car. Obviously, I couldn't afford a hotel room, and so I slept in the trunk of my rental car for 8 days to make $10 a day filming YouTube videos. I just wanted this dream so bad, and I guess sometimes in life, if you want something bad enough, you're willing to sleep in the trunk of your rental car. In the summer of 2014, I had my big break. I met a guy named Nick. Nick gave me a job as a job cost accountant back in Park City, Utah. The salary was $45,000. There was a list of goals and expectations that if I met in 6 months' time, I'd get a raise to $50,000 a year. I met the expectations. $50,000 a year, I was rolling. I'm making $50,000 a year, but that YouTube dream, like, I couldn't stuff it. I wanted it so bad. I used to live in my Audi TT spending less than $3 a day. Just because I'm making more now, why should I be spending more? And so I didn't. I got an apartment, but I still maintained that ultra cheap lifestyle, and I saved thousands and thousands of dollars every single month. And my savings account just started to grow and grow and grow. September 26, 2015, I bought, on a entry-level accounting job, I bought a 2006 Lamborghini Gallardo. Now, of course, I financed the car through the roof, but I bought it. I bought this car. I should not have bought this car. I don't know how I bought this car. Everybody told me I was ruining my financial future. I should have been buying a house. But sometimes in life, you buy a 2006 Lamborghini Gallardo, you can't afford it, and you end up camping at a Walmart parking lot with a $24 tent. And that's exactly what I did on the way home. I bought this car in Newport Beach, California, couldn't afford a hotel room, and so I camped at Walmart. The idea behind buying the Lamborghini, it was gonna be an investment in my YouTube channel, because up until this point, I was filming other people driving their cool cars. But I felt like a young guy who owned a Lamborghini but was an average Joe working a normal job, I felt like people would be interested in what I had to say. And sure enough, I was right. Lamborghini at age 26, this is what I do for a living. 4 million views, $10,000 later, my plan was working. I was onto something. April 1st, 2015, the company I worked for went bankrupt. I lost my job. YouTube ad revenue wasn't paying for the Gallardo. My salary as an accountant was paying for the Gallardo. I should sell the car. 100% I should sell the car. Everyone was telling me you should sell the car, get another job, get back on your feet, reevaluate, you can buy another Gallardo. But I didn't sell the Lamborghini. I still haven't. I had no idea what I was doing. My foundation, my job, which was paying for the Gallardo, was gone. YouTube ad revenue barely covered the car payments. I just started filming every single day. I love cars, and I felt like I could share my passion and I could connect with people. And I would share my successes and my failures, and I got so much hate, and people were rooting for me to fail. People wanted to see me fail, and I think that was extra motivation to succeed. I traveled the world chasing the most exclusive cars that no one had filmed and no one had seen. I had to separate myself from everybody else. I had to find a way for people to find me, and I would travel to the ends of the earth to do it. I went to Dubai with my 2 best friends. I ran the Great Wall of China. I did donuts with a Christmas tree on top of the Lamborghini. I jumped out of an airplane twice. I flew to Hong Kong. 20 hours. I gained 1,200,000 subscribers and over 250 million views. Sometimes in life, when everyone's telling you that you can't do it, go prove them wrong. Sometimes in life, when you want something really, 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 really bad, how far are you willing to go? Are you willing to push your dead Audi TT around the streets of Beverly Hills to pursue a dream?